Hi, this is Cynthia Ortiz. It is October 20th, 2021, Wednesday, and these are the Charles Perry Stalker podcasts. We do our disclaimers first, but for Mr. Perry's actions trying to harm me and get in my business and butt in and commit a crime against me one after the other, we wouldn't have to do this. This is to establish malicious intent, premeditation, and that's all it's ever been. There's no been ever. Mr. Perry's not a victim. He was actually told that, or Mr. Powell was. Hang on a second. He was actually told that. I guess Mr. Perry's. Use allegedly also. First Amendment right. I have the same rights as every other victim of harassment and stalking. Polly Peretti, Me Too movement. Heard of that? Women get to speak out against your shit today. These days. This is the 21st century, Mr. Perry, not the dark ages over there in Hillbilly Lubbock where everybody does things with, fucking discriminatory against women. The little lady's supposed to just do what she's told. And I'm not from Lubbock, and fuck you for that, by the way. I don't even, you're not my type. You're pissing me off. I'm not in a good mood today because they just go at me and go at me and go at me and go at me. And we're all sick and tired of it, you little bitch. Get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Get out of my bank accounts. Get out of my phone. Get out of my computer. Get out of my house. Get a life and get the fuck over it. Get out. I don't know how many different ways I need to say that. You're pissing me off. When you piss me off, you get caught. So we just get this today. Mr. Powell or one of those guys is told. I'm not told who it is on the recordings. That's for my protection and other people's. And I've said that over and over and over and over. And Mr. Perry continued to ask me, who's telling, who's talking? I don't know! Write it down. I've said it over and over and over and over and over and over. Get some fucking help with your Alzheimer's. This stuff today is a repeat that's already been said over and over. Listen, we're getting sick and tired of your mental slowness. Get somebody to help you. Everybody else got it a long time ago. Why are you slow? Get help with Alzheimer's. We're having to tell you things most people never have to be told. And not just one time, Mr. Perry. Over and over and over. You're fucking irritating the shit out of everybody. Get somebody to help you. How do you tie your shoe by yourself? Can you add and subtract? How many times were you caught before you met me? How many times were you caught after? You're irritating the shit out of me. I don't have any patience for this. I don't have any time for it either. Use the but-for analysis standard, the reasonable person standard, the First Amendment, the Fifth Amendment. Use every fucking amendment in the Constitution. Everybody's tired of you, Mr. Perry. Everybody's talking. Everybody's sick of you. When you cause hardship for one person, other people don't like watching that. And you're not just causing it for me. When you go around and tell everybody, I'm going to take her car, I'm going to false arrest her, I'm going to make this false claim in court, and I'm going to make that false claim in court, and I'm going to lie, and I'm going to subjugate her. Because I still live in the dark ages where they built, fucking covered fucking wagons. Where little women just ought to do as she's told. Who the hell lives like that still? Who the fuck lives like that still? We don't. We don't live like that still. You need to get up with the times. You need to get somebody to explain it to you. I don't want your bribe. If this thing where you're typing in here, price, I was typing to my attorney. Proved. See if I can pull it up. Yeah. Proof the fucking loss, Mr. Powell, Mr. Perry, Mr. Robertson. What's the loss to you? That's what this guy's saying. Look, she doesn't go to anywhere. She doesn't leave Oklahoma. You're always up here. So much so that Perry's residency is now in question. Does he live in Oklahoma or Lubbock? Prove it. Where do you live? Where are you spending your time? What are you doing with your time? Prove it in a court of law where everybody can see, not in some secret ex parte hearing like you guys like to do. We go in there and lie, and nobody's able to go in and present evidence to show that you're lying. If we keep our eyes closed, no one can see us. You're fucking off your nut if you think that's true. I don't know who you think you have fooled. I would like a list of names. Because I promise you, when I talk to them, they're not really fooled. They're telling you what you want to hear, so you'll shut up and go away. It's irritating to have to talk to stupid people. We have to tell you things nobody should have to tell you. Not just once, but over and over and over and over. You wanted to know? You were recorded. Did she pay Google yet? How do I owe Google, Mr. Perry? I mean, you know more about my bills and my bank accounts than I do. Are you going to claim that you're stalking in a court of law and then know what bills are due and which ones aren't? And if you don't get your hands out of my wallet, I can't pay shit. I don't want you. You disgust me. There's not a secret love here. My goal is to fuck up your crime. Nobody's done it like I have. There's not a goal of a date, you sick son of a bitch. Get a grip on reality. You embarrass the hell out of me. You embarrass the hell out of me. You piss me off. And when you piss me off, we get more stuff like this. When your car's all fucked up all the time, and when your bills are all late, and when you're broke, and when you're in Texas and she's where you are, then you can talk about she's doing something to you. Otherwise, you're not a victim. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to tell you something. Our guys have heard more than once. People from Lubbock. I'm sick and tired of hearing their woe is me bullshit. Everyone can see they're the aggressors and she's the victim of crime, not the other way around. And we're sick and tired of their sob story. All they had to do was leave her alone. She moved twice to get away from this. Drama. I hate drama. I don't like your Jerry Springer bullshit. I was taught to have some class and dignity. I was raised in the home of an elected official. My granddad had the power in the town where we lived in. We don't act like you. I wouldn't be seen with you for millions, you sicko. There is not a relationship here. Get it through your head. There's not one. I don't care what you feel, what you think. I don't think that about you. I think you're a piece of trash. I don't feel that way about you. I think you're a danger and a disgust, and I think the sooner you're locked up, the happier I'll be. You would be, were it not for them wanting some of your partners. Who the fuck is Calvin? Listen, David, Calvin, Josh, Joe, Matt, Charles, we get this stuff when Charles pesters, and I'm broke and Mike's in jail. More and more and more and more. You guys wanted me in Sapulpa last night? Why? Why the fuck did you try to lure me out to Sapulpa? I'm not going back to Sapulpa. I don't really like that town. I really don't. What's it to you? You guys are butting in my life again, and you know what? We're all sick and tired of it. What part of no and stop it don't you get? So when you do something to me, you get caught. It's been that way since the McNamara email. Why must you be so slow? You fuck with me, you get caught. You fuck with me, you get caught. I've said it. I've said it. You can close your eyes and walk around and go, don't see me, all you want. Everyone can see it just fine. Everyone else isn't slow. You're irritating the shit out of everybody. You're irritating the shit because you're slow. When you bother me, Mr. Perry, I have one goal. I'm meeting my goal. My goal is to fuck up your crime. Not have a date with you, you sick fuck. You're a sick man. You've done a lot of damage to a lot of people's lives, and the kind we will never get over. And I said 5 years ago, you will not get away with it this time. You can buy every cop in Oklahoma. It won't matter. There's somebody else on this. They don't take a bribe. Would you type in price? Was that supposed to be a bribe? What's your price? I don't have one. Let me tell you what I want. If you want to give me money, give my money back that you took. That doesn't even matter. What matters the most, get the fuck out of my life. Get the fuck out of my life. Get your cameras off me. Get out of my phone. Get out of my computer. Get out of my fucking life. Do not call my family again. Do not call my kids again. Do not call anybody I know again, ever. Get the fuck out. You don't have a choice. And the more you go at me, the more of these we get. And that started with the McNamara email. Why must you be so slow? I don't like you. This is not about a date. This is about fighting crime. Because you're hurting people. And my granddad taught me, relieve suffering caused by crime. Relieve it. Lucky told you, if that girl was mugged, 5 men would jump on the mugger, stop him, and give her purse back. Get your hands out of her wallet, sir. Did he not tell you that? Did that piss you off so you killed him? We all know you killed him. We all know Mike didn't do that. We're sick and tired of watching him suffer. And so the longer he sits in that jail and you're out fucking around with people who didn't hurt you, didn't do anything to you, you didn't lose your car, you haven't had a lot of strange accidents to your car, you have your money, you have your family, you left your family. You're up here bothering me all the fucking time. Now everybody's going, what is his legal residence? 90 days in the same place you live there. Oklahoma have jurisdiction. The courts have jurisdiction over you because you were 90 days in the same place you live there. Apparently, that's what I've heard. So what is your residency? Where the fuck do you live? Did you leave your family over a woman that doesn't even like you? Are you that pathetic? Golly. The more you bother me. Listen, Dave, you want me to move out of Oklahoma. I've heard every recording you've had about that. Every recording of you talking about wanting me to leave out of Oklahoma because you think you're going to go back to your crime as usual because I fucked it up. That's my goal. I'm pretty good at meeting my goals. I've been very successful in my life. When I want to be, when I want to do something, you can try to throw every obstacle up at me that you want. I'm pretty good about getting around it. But I couldn't do it by myself, Mr. Robertson. I'm not doing this alone. There's no fucking way I could do this alone. Mr. Slow, I'm not doing it alone. And that information is not something you get to have. Butt in. You're like Buddy and Bertha. You're very slow, Perry. It's very irritating. Very irritating. The same old, same old, same old. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. How many times I got to say that? I don't want your bribe. If you want to give me money, give me my money. Give it back to me. Otherwise, just get out of my life. Just get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. Robertson, my guys aren't doing all this work to just let you off the hook. Did you think they were? Did you think I'm doing this alone? You got a Ouija board? Which one of you guys started this occult bullshit? You got a Ouija board? Go do your Ouija board and, see if it'll tell you who's helping me. Get your little dollies out and your little Ouija boards out and do your little voodoo and your little seance and see if Satan will tell you who's helping me. See if that gets you any answers. You serve the doll. Everybody makes fun of you. Emasculated. I mean, who the hell does that? So we got that. And the guys that got me that in jail. Do your Ouija and find out how I got that in jail. Go serve your doll and see if that doll will explain to you who gave this to me in jail. It's very specific to me, Perry. Okay. So the guys that got me that, Mr. Robertson, you think you run me out of Oklahoma, they're just going to give you a pass? You just go back to crime as usual? Wake up. You're slow too. They didn't work that hard for that. What is this one? Oh, talking about my car. My car is not your concern. Get a life and get out of my life. That's what the guy was saying. When you start having problems with your car like she has, you're always in Oklahoma. She's never in Texas. When you start having money problems like she has, she just went over the whole domestic violence thing with that law review article. Here's what constitutes domestic violence. Economic abuse is part of it. Interstate commerce. You're interfering, David and Charles and Joe and Josh and Matt and whoever else. You're interfering with interstate commerce. Get the fuck out of my bank accounts. Get your hands out of my wallet. You're interfering with contracts. I can't pay shit. I can't pay shit. Y'all are all chomping at the bit. She paying Google? I've heard that conversation repeatedly over the last 2 days. Do I owe Google? You know more about my bills than I do. Do I owe Google money? How much do I owe them? Why is it that you want that paid? What's your motive? It's not a good motive. If you're not stalking me, you're not going to know what bills I owe. Don't you remember the guy that tells us? I've got 3 people in my office that want to know how did they know she was even in Manford. We're not stalking her. We had no idea that's where she was. We had no idea where she works because we don't care. So why do they? Why do you know what bills I owe and what my bank account looks like? What business is it of yours? You went into court and you claimed you weren't stalking me. Domestic violence is a crime. You sick son. You want me to leave Oklahoma. You want me to go to one of those states that allows electronic monitoring of the offender? You want to be tracked? Next time you fuck with me? I'm considering it. I would love nothing more than to fuck up your crime even more. But you know what? You might actually be in prison before I even get to that place. They're not doing this because they're bored. They're not going to do it, David, and just let you off the hook. No matter where I am, they've worked too hard for that. You're off your nut if you think they do that. They have to work hard to get what you just said and give it to me. There's some setup involved in that, don't you think? There's some cultivating relationships involved with that, don't you think? You think they're going to go through all that trouble and watch me suffer and get pissed off like I do? We all get pissed off, not just me. Other people don't like what you're doing. That would be why they made what you're doing criminal activity. It's offensive. Most people will never do it. We live in a civilized society, guys. The little woman doesn't just subjugate now. Sorry. Should have been born sooner. Get your head out of the dark ages, bitch. Misogyny is as bad as racism. That's all you are, gender-biased, misogynist pricks, right? Subjugate women. Fuck you. I'm sorry you got a mommy issue. It's not my problem. You're imposing that problem on me. Go fix it with your mommy. Or call Jerry Springer or Maury Davis or one of those fucking weird-ass, drama shows and see if they'll let you on their show with your mommy issue. Listen, this, today you pissed everybody off again because I just said get the fuck out, didn't I? Get the fuck out. So the guys, you're a victim of a crime. Prove it. Because you don't have loss. You didn't lose your car over and over. You haven't had all kinds of vandalism and damage and 5 different wrecks, 20 different wrecks. Things happen to the engine. You're threatening her car and then suddenly you think nobody suspects it's you when she's got one wreck after another after another. I think everybody pretty sure it is you. You're the one up in Oklahoma all the time. She didn't go to Texas. She didn't leave Oklahoma. She's broke. You're not. Economic abuse just came up as a sign of domestic violence. It's an indicator. I'm so pissed. I can't even talk right. So, all right. So, you wanted me in Sapulpa last night? Duly noted for the record. I have no intention of going to Sapulpa. What the fuck was that all about? You want me to pay Google? Is Google due? Prove it's not you doing this to me. Or shut up about, you're a victim. You didn't preserve any evidence, Mr. Powell. You had no intentions of going to trial, and you held me illegally against my will for 2 months. And then you held the charges out there for 1.5 years. You're in some trouble, sir. If TPD didn't do anything, that doesn't mean no one is. If I can just, repeat what you just said, somebody's doing something. That's not a date, Charles Perry. That is fighting your crime. You are slow. You're slow. Our shrink says you're mentally retarded. I can't see that she's wrong. I can't see it. I don't think you're even trying to prove her wrong. I don't think you can, because you are. If you can't tell me a number, how many times were you caught in crime before you met me? How many after? Then maybe you are, because those are easy numbers. That's not hard at all. It's like 5 times a day you're caught trying to do something, trying to plan something, trying to cause some sort of injury in the forum state of Oklahoma, where you now live. Because you've been here more than you've been in Lubbock. You left your family. Who the fuck does that? Over a woman that doesn't even like you. Then he's asking me, he's typing in my phone. Remember, he's hacked my phone. He's the one that put price here instead of proved, because I typed proved, and he'll type right over my typing, and it pisses me off. Hacking is a crime. Voyeurism is a crime. Stalking is a crime. It's a domestic violence crime. It's a violent offense. You're a violent offender. You're a sex offender too, by the way, allegedly. Because you like peeping. Where is it? Right there. Was that an attempt to bribe me, Mr. Perry? What's my price? My price is you get out of my life. Get out. Don't hack, don't peep, don't contact me. Get the fuck out. That's my price. And I'm not going to lie for you. I think you were asked that last night. What the hell is she supposed to lie about? You did what she said. Because she says it before. She knew Mike Neely was drugged. She said it way before anybody else said it. The McNamara email. Taking your car. She keeps saying this shit before you actually do it. And you'll know she's got that and you still try it. And our judge is going, do these people not know they're caught? I've heard 50 ringtone conversations. Have we not beat the ringtone horse to death right now? Do they not realize they're caught? What kind of people keep doing it when they're caught? Right? Everybody, that's slow. You're very, very, very slow. Life as you know it is over, Mr. Robertson. Life as you know it is over, Mr. Powell. Life as you know it is over, Mr. Perry. Because once you got my guys on you, you think they're going to give you a pass after they've worked this hard for this long? No matter where I live? You're off your nut. You're off your nut. You're as delusional as we all say you are. None of that is a date, Charles. That is crime. If you think you're not going to prison as many times as you've been quoted, you really need to be in a home. You're butterfly net territory right there. This stuff is stuff nobody should even have to say one time, much less over and over and over and over and over. Mind your own business, get a fucking life, and get out of mine. That's my price. I'm not going to lie for you. Stop trying to coerce a lie. Stop. You're pissing me off. And he's asking me, is it Dom or Patrick? Oh my gosh, I haven't even seen those people in a while. Those are my managers where I danced. Do they know you think they're a league? You really want to piss them off? Saying shit like that? It will piss them off. I dare you say that one more time. Say it to Patrick. Say that to Patrick. I dare you to do it, Perry. You think Patrick is a leak? You think Dom is a leak? Say it to their face, you sick little bitch. I dare you. Don't ask me again who the leaks are. I'm not told. I have no idea. I've said that over and over and over and over. And not only that, I wouldn't help you if you were on fire and I really needed to piss. I'd let you burn. I can't stand you. I hate your guts. I'm not going to take the knife out of your hand and slit my own throat with it by giving you any information that will compromise anything. There's no motive for me to do that. All you've done is ruin and rob and rape and destroy, and I want you stopped. And the longer I'm broke and the longer Mike Neely's in jail, the longer you're here in my life, the harder my guys go at you so we can wrap this up and you're arrested. And then you can't do that to me ever again anymore. That's the goal. When you hurt people, everyone else doesn't like you anymore. I'm sorry that you don't know that. You should. We all learned that in kindergarten. When you're mean to people, they aren't going to like you. When you destroy their lives and take everything they love, they're not going to like you anymore. When you try to kill me, I'm not going to like you anymore. I'm not going to go have tea with you. Not going to happen. Now, I have shit to do today. I'm tired of you wasting my time. You will be billed for that, by the way, whenever my guys arrest you. I'm going to let them handle that part. Because that part has to do with taxpayer money and all that. And I'm not even going to get into that. But I'm going to let you know right now, Mr. Perry, so you have foreseeability. You will be paying me for my time. So when you waste my time trying to cause some problem or some crisis I got to deal with, you are going to be billed for that. And I've got late homework because I had to drop everything I was doing and deal with whatever threat and whatever crisis and whatever problem you caused today. You will be paying for that. That's my time. It's valuable. Get the hell out of my life. That's my price. And I will not lie for you. Go fuck yourself. That's been said before. Write it down. We're tired of repeating it. I'm not going to change my mind. When you keep going at me and I've said no, you piss me off. When you piss me off, you piss them off. They work harder. Mr. Robertson, it's been duly noted for the record. You want me to leave Oklahoma. I want you to duly note this for your record. It's not going to change a thing. They didn't work all this time, all this hard, spend all this money, all this time to just let you off the hook. No matter what you do, that will be added that you're still harassing a witness. Now go fuck yourself and leave me alone.